What's good? What's good? What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G, coming at you all way live. Big space. I'm definitely blessed to be here on this wonderful day. It is July 3rd, 2022. 4th of July weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Sunny day out here in Mississippi. Welcome to Live. Welcome to the conversation. We're in Prime Time Network. I'm your host, Big G. We are live at 5. We'll get the intro. Let's get into it. Everybody an opportunity to come on in and participate. Get your notification, bell notifications, whichever platform that you may be on. Soulful sounds. For you to pay attention to. Ease your mind. Since they're saying, and I'm talking about they, whoever they may be, I can't put any definitive point on who they are. The collective of who really don't know what they talking about. I will say that when it comes to what I enjoy listening to, soulful sounds, jazz, blues, contemporary pop, hip hop, classical, neo soul, Afrobeats. I enjoy it all. Hey, true. There was an era where we made gangster music very popular. And now we're trying to condemn the collective of one's mind, art, spirit, soul. Take care of your own household. That's the bottom line with it. Take care of your own household. Because once you get consumed and caught up in what they say, you can lose touch with your own reality. So today we're going to have a really good show, fun show, an exciting. Because the show, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, must go on. Then, yeah, I'm just checking off all the boxes, dotting the I's and crossing the T's. Life doesn't stop because we're tired. Business doesn't stop because we're disappointed. Purpose doesn't pause because obstacles show up at our front door. Every person pursuing something meaningful will eventually face moments when the cameras aren't rolling, the applause isn't, you know what I'm saying, what you expected, or it's disappeared. The support is quiet, and the challenges seem louder than the vision. Let me make sure that everybody can hear me and can see me and can pay attention to what we're talking about today, because um, today is one of them days, man. You know, because we're gonna get into some engaging conversation. Let me get this link over to JB and Terry Cherry. Um, should have done it earlier, but I was stuffing my face. I wasn't really stuffing my face, but I did have me some dinner. My wife had something prepared for me, so I went down to eat. And yeah, I didn't get a chance to send them the link, so I'm going to send them the link now so that we can get Terry and JB in the mix. JB's on the road. He might be hitting the stage. We might be able to catch JB at the Improv. It might be Funny Bone. Not the Funny Bone. At the Funny Bone in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Okay. I'm not pausing. I'm just thinking. I told y'all before, I cannot chew bubble gum and walk at the same time. That's just me. Don't hold it against me. Don't hold it against me. I'm just saying, I know my uh, limitations, and I'm trying to make sure that I do this correctly so I don't have to go back and do it again. You do understand that. Check, recheck, double check, and check again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I come from that school of thought. I don't know about you guys, but then I check a goddamn again. There we go. All right. So, no, my fan isn't on, love. You have the fan, baby. Remember, you took the fan from me. But thank you for the concern. Do I look like a piece of glossy glazed chicken in this motherfucker? Let me know if I look like a piece of glossy glazed chicken because it's hot and I want to suppress the air conditioning sound in the background. So I sit here and I go through it for you guys because it's for the love of the people that I endure the things that I endure. That's funny. Um, but let's get something clear. Successful individuals, champions, understand something that everyone else eventually, at some point, learn. Consistency is greater than convenience. Right? There'll be days when plans literally fall apart completely. You know, um, interviews get canceled, deals don't close, technology fails, people change their minds. That's a big one. Resources become limited, the unexpected becomes reality. Things flip. Yet the mission, it has to remain the same. Success isn't determined by how perfectly your circumstances are. It's determined by your willingness to keep showing up when nobody is watching. The greatest companies, the greatest athletes, the greatest entertainers, and the greatest leaders all have one thing in common. They learn how to perform under pressure. They learned that professionalism means delivering excellence, whether the room is full or empty. You got artists that won't perform in front of one person, but they ready to perform in front of two, 300,000. Nah, where's the integrity? Where's the professionalism? That one person paid to see a show. So tonight I challenge you to stop waiting for perfect conditions. Build anyway, create anyway, lead anyway, serve in any way, dream big in any way. Because every setback is preparing you for a comeback. Every delay is teaching you patience. And every challenge is developing a level of character that success alone could never produce. Remember this: your purpose is bigger than your problems. Your calling is greater than your comfort. Your future is worth today's sacrifice. So, whether you're carrying tonight, whether disappointment you've experienced this week, whatever obstacle is standing in your way, stand tall, reset your focus, take a deep breath, and keep moving forward. Because at the end of the day, regardless of the criticism, the setbacks, or the circumstances, the show must go on. Now, let me bring Terry Cherry into the building. And welcome everybody to Industry Talk. Let's have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's move industries. Let's build communities. And let's inspire people to keep pressing forward. Do we have Terry Cherry?
What's up, man? What's up? What's up?
Are you?
Y'all
Can
done
I
crack
see?
my screen
Can I
now.
see?
I done
Oh
cracked
man,
your
now here you
screen.
come. Here you come with the bullshit. If I see you,
I'm sure.
if I see
I
you
don't
on
care.
the internet talking crazy, doing what you do, doing
Mm-hmm.
cherry in any way, shape, form, fashion, or capacity, I promise you, I'm driving to Texas and I'm taking your phone and I'm throwing it in the river.
You gotta say, "Skirt." No, for real. You know I'm gonna get it fixed.
I'm pulling up for
It's
real. I'm
okay.
gonna pull up for real.
I'm gonna get it fixed later on today or tomorrow.
Uh, well, why you didn't get it fixed today before you came on live, acting like? Wait a minute,
I ain't
you
got
was
the
just
time. I ain't got the time. I
hold
got
up,
meetings 15 minutes before. You
wait.
know I ain't got the time.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Y'all, Terry just lied to y'all in y'all face.
Why?
I just saw you at the birthday party with your sisters and the crew. What is you talking
That
about?
was
Y'all was turning
last
up. Y'all
weekend.
was, huh?
That was last weekend. I just broke my phone.
Oh, how'd you break your phone, Terry?
It just dropped. It dropped when I was trying to get the groceries out the damn and lift the damn garage up at the same time. So shit, I should put my damn little thing on it. But
Uh
fuck it.
huh. Uh huh. So you didn't have your protective case. Is that what you're trying to say?
No,
Uh
I took my case off because I'm gonna switch it.
yeah.
I'm gonna give me another one.
Uh huh.
But it is what it is. I'm ready for it.
Oh, okay. So what is it? Because I'm still trying to figure it out. We are still not in good standing order with your whatever that avatar picture is. Let me
Don't
see
y'all
what
like
that's
it?
for.
Y'all make sure y'all go download Big Pie.
Big pie. Oh man, she on the slick trying to get some promotions in there.
Man,
Oh, I tell you, man.
man.
See y'all Texarkana folk, man, bruh.
Texarkana. Texas.
That's man. Look here. So what's up, Terry? Terry, did you hear what I was talking about? The show must go on. Was
Yes,
you listening,
always.
or
Regardless.
were you
Consistent
just
thing.
sitting there mad about your phone being broke? What?
Mm-mm. No.
Talk
I
to me.
am, but I'm not. Take it on to the ride.
Mhm, mhm. So what about the conversation? Talk to me. What you pull out of what I
Man,
was saying in
the
the
show
opening
always
monologue?
go on. Because
Okay.
if you think about it, everybody's his own individual. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and you individually into everything. You're not going to have nobody else accountable for your life.
Mm-hmm.
So I would never put no one else in my position or in the mindset to feel that I'm obligated to do anything more than what I need to do for myself. You feel me?
Right.
So if you put you first, then always gonna excel. But you gotta I do understand everything to me in my point of view. I understand
Mm-hmm.
everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got it just depends. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got
Mm-hmm.
shit going on. You feel me? So I never take it hard and personal or to heart unless it's the intent was like, you know what I'm saying, evil or cool. But if I
Right.
don't feel like it, I never, you know what I'm saying, I never put myself in the mindset for that. But no, but yeah, the show always must go on. I done had so much shit done. Shit,
Mm-hmm.
I still push through. Yeah, I mean, you
Right.
can't never test your own self or your own levels. You don't know how you grow if you don't push on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So now I talked about this yesterday a little bit with JB. Now JB's in Cleveland. They at the Funny Bone tonight, Bubba Dub
Yeah,
and the crew for the Fourth of July
I
weekend.
love it.
And
I,
so I want to bring this up to you, because it's
mhm.
not even a debate question for me because I just enjoy music. Um, but people are trying to criticize and I guess put the blame of criminals, boosters, and thieves
Mhm.
on on the little girl. Was it Spin That Song?
Yeah. Tony Young
Okay,
Miami. I love that song. But I
okay,
do
yeah.
understand their point of view as well. It is influencing though. It is.
How? How?
Because we just adding on, like some of my music, it influences adds on to what's already have. And the people
Hmm.
who do that crowd or that percentage that do look up to you
Uh-huh.
is wanting
Okay.
to do and be what we're promoting, saying, "Oh, I like a scamming ass nigga. I like a,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying." And
Uh-huh.
it sounds fun to our ears because we're programmed like that. That what
So
make
let me
us
ask you
dance.
something, Terry. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
And I do understand what you mean by the programming. I get that. Um, have boosters and scammers and thieves um, just just been created, just started coming around, or has that always been a part of the networking?
Always been there, and
Okay,
they're
so
gonna keep it.
that's been a part of the criminal element.
That's
It's
it.
always been there.
And what is
Okay,
Young Miami? An artist. And
and
what
she's
did
an
she
artist.
do?
She's not out there boosting, stealing. She making music.
Right. Yeah, she's just saying that she basically like that type of stuff.
Okay,
That's
well,
appealing to her. So
it
the
might be
people
appealing
who
to
find
her.
her sexy, cool,
Uh
and
huh.
want to look up to her and be like her is gonna have that mindset and project it on whoever they feel because that's what the music train your mind.
Yeah, if music influences your mind to the point to whereas you're subject to go do some dumb shit, then you need to be in a mental institution.
But you got to think about it. Kids here, because they mamas playing it. You got
Hmm.
lower level people. You got poor
Right.
communities that's not yet having to conflict because they have never left nowhere or went anywhere. Or
Hmm.
they're, you know what I'm saying? So I say it's not their fault. That's what I'm saying. It's
Hmm.
not their
Hmm.
fault.
Yeah, because I love the music.
Yeah.
I like all music. I can't sit there and fight against something that we fought for when it comes to First Amendment rights and being able to express yourself
Yeah.
however you choose to. Now, yes, I do agree. I said I agree with the programming side of it, right?
Yeah.
I did say I agree with some sort of sway that music has because if not, you'd be in the club like a barfly and you're not
Yeah.
moving, you're not dancing. You know what I'm saying? Music makes you move. I get that.
Right.
Music has sway over your
Everything.
spirit, your soul, your physicality. I get that. I
Uh
understand
huh.
that. But your mind processes things. If something in the music says, "Hey, go stand out in traffic," or "Go jump off this bridge," I do believe that the mind is relevant and cognizant enough to say, "Well, nah, I ain't gonna do that shit."
In some people, yes, but not in all, because if someone grew up, right, and they grew
Hmm.
up in a foster home, they never have a mother or a parent or
Hmm.
any guidance to show them or tell them how to
Yeah.
properly behave, then of course, when I play this sad song, it made me want to kill myself or whatever, that's what
Right.
they gonna feel to do. because it's gonna add to what they're going through. So in the mind, they're gonna automatically show their emotions and how they feeling. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like yeah, it plays a big part because people go straight to music when you down, when you up. It's playing everywhere through TV shows, through your
Mm-hmm.
phone, through the
Yeah.
radio in the car. You know what I'm saying? At the airport. You know what I'm saying? In a damn
Mm-hmm.
when you in a what you call them, a restaurant, you hear the
Right.
music playing, you see how it
The
influence so
elevator.
much.
I get you. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's how they programming you in that time period. Now if you inside and the Ride Wave song come on and you feeling that motherfucker, but that shit making you sad, like make you, or a NBA YoungBoy song come on and then you feeling like oh, I'm finna go kill this bitch, or you feel like you finna get ready to fight. So it's influenced everything. It plays a big part. It actually plays all the part if you think about it, because music been around for centuries.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tell you, like I feel like yeah, we love her because I'm gonna lift up any black woman that's trying to do something towards herself, and she's still making an impact and changing, regardless of how she chooses to. That's her path. Like
Mm-hmm.
I got a pass, or
Mm-hmm.
anybody else that have a pass. But
Right.
I am accountable to say yes, I do make music that influence negativity because in that time period of my life, that's what I was thinking and created it around because that's what my mindset had the capacity to understand to. And as I grow older, and these are older songs, but it sounds new to you. You know what I'm saying? And as
Mm-hmm.
it grow older, you see like if you change with me as an artist, you can see that I will change. And hopefully that's her path. So later on when she establishes herself, you'll listen more to her at that age versus what she doing now. Because if she already came out with it, you'd never support her in the first place.
Right. Yeah. She's definitely on her way to being at the top of the charts,
Yeah.
and you have folks that are fighting against her to actually be able to receive a Grammy, which is crazy to me.
Hmm.
Because like I said, I don't have any mixed emotions about it because I just enjoy music, and music
Right.
doesn't influence me like that. I'm gonna give you an example. I don't know if our parents and their parents. I just had this conversation. So we're having this conversation. I mean,
Hmm.
it's a good talk topic. They say the same things in terms of the music that their kids listen to. It seems like it. It's passed on generation to generation. But where was the outrage? This is my point today. Where was the
Hmm.
outrage when you had music like with lyrics like "Bye Bye Miss American Pie"? Drove the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
Hmm.
Them good old boys was drinking whiskey and wine, saying this will be the day that I die.
Look at the words.
No, it says the song was about committing suicide.
Right. That's crazy, right? And how many people they killed themselves probably on just you thought was just a nice song. You see
I
how
don't know the
program?
statistics. I don't know the statistics. Have you ever heard that song before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Joe the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
That's right.
But you got to think about that. You can be sad and still crazy.
Yeah.
You see how psychos and the jokers, they don't have sad, slow music. They have beautiful music, but
Right.
it be beautiful but soulful.
Hmm.
And then it influenced you so much. And I had to realize that as well. I done had
Yeah.
crazy ass people, and
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, that
Yeah.
attracted to me for no reason. And
Hmm.
I would never in my life, because where I came from, I wasn't a populist growing up. So I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? But when you start doing music, you start to attract everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
as I got bigger and bigger and bigger, I noticed this. Damn, I might have had some security because some of these bitches crazy. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So I think it do. Yeah, it play the lyrics by itself
Hmm.
is a spell.
Hmm.
Your words is a spell.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't
So
realize that.
so before you move into that, and I get where you're going, but before you get into that part of it,
Mhm.
You also have to take into consideration, and I'm not saying that this is you know, but you made the point that you have some crazies out there that pay attention to you, follow you.
Mhm.
They see some of the provocative things that you put out over your social media,
Right.
the way that you're dressed in your music videos, the content and the lyrics that you speak about in some of your music, which is sometimes over sexualized to a degree, right?
Mhm.
So when they see you, that's they're not realizing that that's the entertainment side, right? That's entertainment.
Right.
You're doing that for entertainment value, not this is who I am value. And they may not be able to differentiate or separate the two and see you out in public, and now you have a stalker on your hands.
That's
You're
right.
talking about okay, I need security, but they're saying their words are, well, why do you dress that way? Why are you provocative? Why are you being sexually over sexual with your music and your lyrics, and not expect me to be this way when I see you? What do you say to that, Tara? Tara?
Well, that's for everybody. As a child growing up, when you
Mm-hmm.
seen it and you inspired by it, it's the way they dress or you just the way that person look. They might not be the finest person in the world, but to you, you could have started mesmerizing on it. Especially
Mm-hmm.
if you between that 12 and 11, you start to mesmerize. You know what I'm saying? So you growing and idolizing something that you don't even know that you idolizing. Because you can say that's my favorite artist or she's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful, that's my favorite actress. You
Mm-hmm.
mesmerize. Let me ask you a question. Who is your favorite actor?
Who's my favorite actor?
Uh-huh.
I don't have a favorite because there's so many individuals that I enjoy watching, from
Oh,
a Sidney Poitier or a Red Fox,
uh-huh.
Richard Pryor. I mean Eddie Griffin. I mean when it comes to acting, Denzel Washington,
Okay.
George Carlin. I mean the list goes on and on. I don't have any
So
favorites.
my point is you I, it was something about them, the way that they moved, the way that they
Hmm.
did, the way that they made you laugh. It's
Hmm.
something about them that made you inspired. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Regardless, woman, man, and it made you either wanna be and look certain types of ways because you seeing him look like this or you seeing him look like
Well,
that.
hold on a second. Let me interject something right quick. Now, I used to enjoy watching Whoopi Goldberg when she was doing stand up comedy, and I loved her as an actress. Moving forward because I was inspired by her stand up comedy,
Hmm.
but I ain't never want to look like her. Come on now, stop here.
But think about it. When I
What?
say look like, let me clarify that in
Oh, okay,
detail because
okay,
you know how
okay,
y'all do.
okay.
Okay, the man got a say Eddie Murphy, and he got a tuxedo on while he doing his stand up comedy show. You thought that was the sharpest thing in your mind,
Right,
and you did
got
not
okay.
see it
I
though.
get you. I get
You
you. I
feel me?
get you. The aesthetic, the
So
appearance, the all right.
right, so
Vada
something
V.
about it
I,
influenced.
okay, yeah,
Man, come on now. You feel
okay,
me?
all right.
So at
I'm
this
on track
point in
now. I'm tracking
time,
now. I'm tracking.
every little detail. See, y'all be
Mm-hmm,
looking at the pictures, not the details
mm-hmm,
inside the picture. Every little
mm-hmm,
detail influence the way everything go.
mm-hmm,
Everything
mm-hmm.
about a person, about people, it's just the how they raised and what they raised around. It all plays, even your food. But
Right.
nothing like this music. You feel me? Is the most powerful influence. It can make you feel a way. Let me tell you. Okay, on my way home this morning, I just bust out crying, right? Because just this one fucking song, and I ain't never heard of it in my life, but it was just sounded so beautiful. I was standing through the radio. And then it was like a gospel song, but it's like one of them AI. Can you tell it's like a beautiful
Mm-hmm,
echo? That's why I call it AI. It sounds like a beautiful echo. It's too polished. So you know that's ancient, right? It's an ancient
mm-hmm,
voice mimicking the lyrics that you are writing, and you don't even know that that's a soul that is creating just through another way, right?
mm-hmm.
And they use us as people to get the message out, just like we sing ourselves, and it's pushing us out the way because their message is so beautiful. It's sounding louder. It's hard to deny something that's perfect almost. But when you got so many years and ancient, of course you're gonna sound perfect. I didn't know I sang it first, but with time, it made me learn how to hold a note. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So every little detail, the words, and I start to pay attention to that. So my new music, you can see, start to change a little bit more. I start to at least try to get a couple messages out, like, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
and influence in a certain type of way. Now that I know what I'm doing, but I
Mhm.
still influence myself because I'm still finding myself. But that ain't to be perfect. It's for me to find myself. That's why when we interview, uh, the dancer, the Zumba, uh,
Yeah.
when she was saying, that
Alicia.
she was
Alicia.
Anisha, yeah, Alicia, when she
Mhm.
was saying about how she believed in God, but he was like, what she had some of the music that she chose, but she's on a journey. But the
Right.
thing is to deliver one message, not many, one message.
Mhm.
And when she do that, she's spreading the word because she can give somebody else another chance. Maybe they mind didn't know about. You see what I'm saying? Regardless
Mhm.
how she do it and why she do it. If you see the stories in the Bible, when none of them crazy mother truckers, perfect. You feel me?
Right.
They
I
stories,
understand.
it would be like, dang, how they got you as a baby? Like, that's crazy. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what?
Well, well, hold on a second, Terry. Hold on before you move forward, because
Mm-hmm.
you gave me another segue point as it relates to messages. You know what I'm saying? Delivering the message, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me deliver this message right quick to Earl Hempstead. What's going on, Earl Hempstead? This weekend or this past weekend or whatever it was, the gloves up, guns down, gloves up, guns down situation. Y'all had the boxing matches. You know what I'm saying? Hood fights. I saw you in the ring, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You win a couple of rounds. That overhand right. I'm not. That's all I'm gonna say. That overhand right. I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
see too clear. I don't know if that was got bust to the white meat. I just saw a little, I just asking a question. But anyway, I digress. I had to bring it up because he was talking a whole lot of to the
Mm-hmm.
lead up of the fight. We love you, Earl. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to
Look,
get you on
man.
the show. You might need to wait for a couple of weeks, let your face heal up. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But you know, but I think everything worked out in his favor. Jonathan Shaw is saying, music is like meds. It does different things for different people,
Right.
right? Um, and he says, music tells stories in different ways. This is Jonathan talking to us over the messaging.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we talking music or we talking entertainment? Because you can be a great actor, but not a great individual or entertainer, a great individual in real life. That's why that's why it's an act.
That's a good one.
That's good. That's good. I
But
like that.
it
Yeah.
doesn't, basically that's just an example. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
who or what you're doing.
Right.
We all still people at the end of the day. We all still human, and we all still can, casually make mistakes in life.
Right.
So we have to understand the mind point of that person in that time period and put ourselves in their shoes. If we could understand each other better, the world would not be like this. But we don't.
Hmm.
Everybody quick to don't give a freak because it's sometime in their life they had their worst experience where they never want to have it again. So they try to make themselves stronger, meaner, or whatever they needed to do to protect themselves. And it's
Hmm.
crazy because it's so much trauma and and and, and harm, and it's already instilled in people trying to break. But I love that even though that this young generation is a little cuckoo for cocoa puffs,
Hmm.
they still having they it's like they're heroes to come to try to change it. I can see a lot of young mothers being mothers and a lot of young fathers actually being fathers. The only problem is they're not living to see long enough.
Hmm.
25, 30, that shit is young to die. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So the fact that you brought that up, let me ask you this. And how do we address this? Because that was one of the questions that we talked to JB about yesterday. What are the steps that we need to take? What are the moves that we need to take within our communities to work towards positive impact, positive change, right? And you sent me this information of that baby getting shot in
Mhm.
Senatobah, Mississippi, right? And
Mhm.
them, making a big deal out of it in Senatobah, right? Like that was going to be the catalyst or the jump off point, But as the story and the details come out and different things that may have been brought to the table, and of course, the loss of life, that child's life, that's the most important part of the talk topic. But the conversation has died down. You get what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? You
Right.
know, Crump came in, a couple other high powered individuals come in, but there's nothing that's moving forward,
Mm-hmm.
right? They did a couple of, hey man, we shall overcome type marches type thing, like I talked about. If you don't have a strategic plan, if you don't have an idea of what the mission is and which direction you're trying to go, that shit's gonna fizzle out because no one has the power and the capacity to be there every day with you.
Mm-hmm.
So that battle is yours and yours alone. So how do you carry that water? How do you carry that weight when you know that at the end of the day, that's all hype? It's
It's
really
simple.
hype. A lot of that
I
should
think
be
it's
hype,
simple.
Terry. And that's what's aggravating and disappointing to me. I don't give a damn how much you march, how much you go tear shit up. It'd be a bunch of hype, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not really getting to completing the mission or even having a strategic plan for what you're trying to get accomplished. Now, you know, let's talk about that part of it, because you have some very, very great opinions, and we've talked about it, all through the show since we started going. But give me some insight on what you think about that.
Mm-hmm. Well, first we got to start by changing the lyrics simple and making it more positive. If you start making the words different, taking out the cuss words, you can explain
Hmm.
what you explain
Hmm.
without having to be vulgar or negative about it. But that's the way
Hmm.
we put it because of what words we choosing to use. You know,
Hmm.
shake that ass, hoe. You feel me? You already claiming and wonder why it's a lot of hoes because it's already influenced to be a lot of hoes. And wonder
Hmm.
why, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on when it comes to the influence of the mindset. But if we
Hmm.
start changing lyrics and making it positive, just like if you can turn like a gospel song to a ghetto uh, rap song, like that new gospel rap thing they got. You know what I'm saying? It be dang near saying like they finna cuss or something or say something crazy, but they got punchlines with the same slang. It's just changing the words. And so it can
Hmm.
change the mindset. But see, we
Hmm.
already think we gonna miss it without saying those type of words because that's what's really going on. Like coochie ass, the you know what I'm saying? Just all types of things that we really want to say. And that's how I feel, and that's how I feel, and I want to feel like that. But if we change our words, it's gonna change everything from down to the project. It's gonna change. So we need to start as an artist. I say start doing more positive music, and then to start influencing. But that's gonna be a lot to change into everybody as a community. You gotta start a community to change
Right.
into it.
Right. Patrick Phillips says they march for a moment and not the cause. But let me just add to what you're talking about, right? Because you say positive music,
Yeah,
influential music. We had an era of that. We had a
we
whole
did.
era of that. I
And
mean,
they
like
threw crack in
seriously,
y'all era. As
motivational,
soon as that
huh?
shit started happening, y'all was too love. Everybody was smoking weed and everybody was at peace and having concerts and influencing all. So they threw crack in the mix with you. Yeah, let me shake it up. These motherfuckers banding
Damn.
together.
So wait. So you blamed it on crack?
Yep.
Come on now, Terry. So you
Listen, in
saying
that
that? So you saying the
era,
crack? So you saying the crack epidemic is what threw a monkey wrench into our whole socioeconomic system?
man, that shit
That is the
didn't do a
influence
monkey
that
wrench.
took us
It did a
from
bend.
peace, love, and
It
happiness
did a
to
dip.
gangster music.
It did a trip. It was. Listen, that was the most biggest impact of our century. Okay,
Hmm.
that we took a hit that took a whole turn into our future. That
Hmm.
crack era, because you know what it did? It made a lot of people that was mothers, doctors, teachers, lawyers have the worst outcome because of the addiction, and now that's why their households was torn.
Hmm.
And what's crazy is just like how they did Mojo in our century, in my century, it's called Mojo. They said synthetic weed, but that was the new crack. And also when they couldn't use that, now they using fentanyl, the pills. Because now we was singing about them jiggers. Them jiggers got us. Now they like, oh yeah, that's what they taking now. Yeah, give them another dose, Bob. You know what I'm saying? And then they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna give it to us. And they keep, and what's crazy, legally, we pay for them to keep a storage of what they stole from us to give it back to us.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody ask what happened to the shit. Well, okay, you keep it in the storage room for evidence. Then what? What do you do with it? Do you destroy it?
Now you put
Do
it back
you
on the
do you
street.
burn it?
You definitely don't burn it.
What are you doing with it? You don't hear shit else. Only thing they gonna tell you is just enough. And what you doing is funding the same damn shit. They basically got a legal storage in a police station where they
Mm-hmm.
basically a bank, where they basically a storage for their own armor
Contraband,
and
everything.
crack. And they
Mm-hmm.
got the weed pills. And all they gonna do is rebag this shit, give back to you, rest your ass for it. Come back around. It's crazy, man. Y'all should,
Mm-hmm.
man, we should be turned. And you know what? What else? Right now, today, right? We keep trying to act like, and I don't give a damn who you is and how normal, like something ain't normal around this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? You know how you can think about something coming, but we keep on sitting here acting like we shouldn't be preparing for something around this motherfucker. And then we
Mm-hmm.
be like, you know what? Yeah, time's going by fast, and stuff is getting really kind of high, but I'm still okay. You know what I'm saying? As long as we're okay. But what's gonna happen is we finna. I think we finna hit something we can't so catastrophic. That's gonna make your ass march. Just
Mm-hmm.
he is right. We is willing to march without the cost. We just want to turn shit up
Mm-hmm.
as people. Period. Cause we don't give a damn, but we do a little bit because it could be us. Just a little bit though. But a lot of it on selfishness, like, oh, I'm gonna get me some TVs, I'm gonna get me some extra groceries. See, that's what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck they thinking about. These young niggas, I'm gonna fill my mama house up. I'm gonna put TVs on this bitch. We gonna lie. That's what they thinking about. But you gotta think about the more they turn up the shit, the more we ain't gonna have shit. Because people ain't gonna be able to go to work. Like your mamas, your aunties ain't gonna be at work if you rob Randy's Market, sonny. But we ain't thinking about that. We just think about, I'm gonna help y'all out. My household, this is my physical. But right now we can't because it's still the system and the program. Something catastrophic is gonna have to happen. And it's gonna have to start with one whole city, a big one. And when that one big one start and they turn up that motherfucker, everybody else gonna be on lockdown. Then you got a psychological warpath that got the more felonies than anybody in the country. This is the Antichrist. You can't tell me he is the Antichrist. He is the Antichrist, not he finna be, he is the Antichrist. And then he got other little people serving him. Or if he's not the Antichrist, he the second man before the Antichrist. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about it. And when you start comparing all these Bibles and all the research and studies, you start to say, you know what? We actually, how you read something, it's like, damn, that shit happened to me yesterday. If you read Revelation and you think about it, and they tell you the actual times and dates, they say they don't know the times and dates of it, but they don't know the signs, and you start to say, it's been hot than a motherfucker. Look at Australia. The goddamn pavement to the damn wheels off the damn car from the bananas falling. Like, y'all, we ain't really, like, okay, but it ain't affected us. It is snowing. It is snowing in the middle of June, July, up in Tennessee. I'm talking full blown blizzard. And ain't nobody asking no questions. It is crazy that right now the job market for lower and middle class income, and if you wasn't rich and already put up, is so low. They going back to wanting you to work $15 an hour to the lowest of what they can pay. And nobody's asking no questions. It is crazy. That what's crazy that the gas go down every 2, 3 days and go up. And so your ass can stop complaining so we can keep us in the sun, right? But it's crazy how nobody is still asking no questions. So it got to take some catastrophic because it's like until we hear the big boom in your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And to your neighbor, when you see your auntie call you catastrophic and you got to come now, come quick, and to it's your mama. Trust me, cause I'm a testimony living. I don't give a damn about shit until it happened to you. And it
Mm-hmm.
makes you open your eyes and your third eye to realize that this is bigger than you. This is bigger than the program. And then
Okay.
when you don't have nothing, nigga, that makes you want to get out here and do something.
Mm. So Pat Phillips says that the industry owns the prisons, so they cut checks for those lyrics. Jay Shaw is saying there's still people creating positive music. Angel Williams is saying we need to go back to the beginning, you know what I'm saying, where the power structure kind of was implemented. You know what I'm saying? Slavery is what black people look like. You know what I'm saying? Monkeys. We're looking like monkeys as entertainment. And so Pat is also saying so the labels said make music to be against your own people by using violence, sex, and drugs in your lyrics so fans will portray it in real life. Um, what are we looking like now? Angel Williams, once again. Monkeys for the entertainment. You know, Chameleonaire, this is Jonathan Shaw saying Chameleonaire said it the best. Controversy sells. Miss Williams is saying black people lost their power beginning with and from slavery. And then, of course, Shaw threw in there. He almost wanted his $2 back from the BET Awards. I didn't watch it, so I don't know what what really went on. He said Lauren Hill saved the show. Did you watch the BET Awards,
I
Terry?
did not. And
Yeah,
that's
so I
crazy
couldn't.
because back in the day when I was growing up, that was the thing to it, you didn't want to miss it after
Right,
church. But
right.
now, you see what I'm saying? Money means nothing. It's just
Hmm.
basically, that's why I'm not in a rush to be famous. I'm not in a
Hmm.
rush for no
Terry, what are you
competition.
talking about? You already famous. You got
But
hit
listen,
records out
but
there.
what I'm
What are
trying
you
to say
talking about?
is when I say that that's not something I'm trying to attract. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Well, you
It's
sure doing a very good job at not attracting.
I know it, and God got something for me. Maybe He gonna change the way when I grab enough people's attention.
Uh huh.
But what I'm saying is, I
So
still
you
want
are you saying you about to change? Now I'm throwing it back at you. You saying that
to.
you about to have a whole new construct and change your lyrics and change the way that you present yourself
Hell yeah,
across
I
the
always
camera?
knew from the beginning. I know for a fact that I wasn't even raised like that to even had a mindset
Hmm.
to even keep influencing things that I know that's negative. But see, the positive do not attract. So I figured if I attract enough negatives and the people grow with me, they'll understand when I do change and why I'm changing because they've seen me in my music and as a person. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Right. Okay. Well, let's give a big shout out to everybody that's on live. Earl Hempstead, Jonathan Shaw, Kayla McCoy. What's going on, KK? Tiffany Tate. What's going on, cuz? King K, he up there in Kansas City. Chanel, Chapel Soul. What's going on, Smith? What's going on, baby? That's my beautiful wife. Tapped in, logged in. Um, Terry Allred. Let me see who's on Kick and Twitch. I got to go through all this stuff, Terry. And you know, these things are small. No Sleep Lounge. That's new. What's going on, No Sleep? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the program. I'm sitting here talking to myself and a screen with Big Pie Redemption, EP Volume 1, Terry Cherry. Terry Cherry, ladies and gentlemen. She doesn't want to be
Yes,
singing. Obviously,
sir.
she ain't got her hair done. She made up some excuse about her screen has
My
been broken.
screen is broke. I'm gonna get it fixed. God.
If let's do a poll. Anybody that believes that bush, please to put it in,
Go
and
ahead
then
and
all of
vote
a
for me,
sudden
y'all.
tomorrow the
Cause
screen
it's
is
no
fixed,
bullshit.
or after she gets her hair done, the screen is fixed. Man, come on, man.
Come on, it
I
only
must.
take like an hour or so, but I ain't got the
Uh,
time.
yeah,
And if
yeah.
it work and he can answer that call, and
Uh huh.
I can see what I need to see on it.
Hmm.
I'm willing to rock with it for a second. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Can you see me right now?
yeah, I can see you. You know, I got that nerve. I love you though, man. I love you.
Yes. indeed. Yes, indeed. But anyway, Terry, there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff been going on that's good. That's really. Why are we seeing so much death on the internet now? Why are we seeing Fight Club shit on the internet
Man.
now? Why? What's the push for the tear this motherfucker up syndrome? What's really going on?
Well, it's an outlet.
Why are they trying to push that narrative? Because there's got to be some kind of strategy behind why everybody is pushing towards self destruction.
Yeah. You see how fast time is?
Yes, it's moving
Every,
as we speak.
when I say everything's speeding up,
Yeah. Okay.
you have to have as much negativity in the lowest time to change the mindsets of as many people as you can because you're running out of time.
Mm-hmm. 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 So we've known that since the beginning of what we
Almost,
call the proverbial time.
yeah. We at the end where it's the end of this. It's gonna be something catastrophic that happen. We got to make
Mm-hmm.
sure when it's time for judgment
Mm-hmm.
that you got a lot of people that went the wrong way,
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't have enough time in your lifespan to change. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully we get it right today. That's why they say we ain't really got as much time as we think we got. For it.
Right. All right. Well, I I still see it. I still see that there's a lot of positivity um, and positive impact and positive structure. I see more positive than I do negative because that's what I surround myself with. Uh, you can't help but to see some negative, and the negative that I see is a direct reflection of some dumb shit that I've done, right?
Hmm.
Because I don't like to, because you were getting into it a little earlier. I don't like to encompass other people's problems or bring their negativity into my life. That just compounds the shit that I'm going through, right? So
Hmm.
you're speaking about spells and music and I kind of swayed you from that conversation a little bit. We started talking about something else, but what were you getting into in terms of the words that people speak in their music and how that part of the rhythmic soul can be swayed by the spelling or the spell that is cast within the words that are presented in music? Talk to me.
Right. So we already begin the process through our thoughts, right? So that's where the
Hmm.
beginning of a blessing or a sin can form. And then when we
Hmm.
speak it, it become a manifestation where you put out in the universe for it to come back to you. Just like your mom say, hey, don't throw that bottle against that wall. You keep throwing it and it hit your ass in the head, don't
Hmm.
uh-huh. Then you learn not to throw it like that and that hard.
Hmm.
But you don't until a hard head make a soft ass. So when we speak and manifest the certain words that we're seeing, we're putting out in the world, and so many people around us, you know what I'm saying, is able to hear that as well.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And also, there, like I said, it activates certain music, activate the keys, the sounds. It
Hmm.
activates certain triggers in a body and hormones and adrenaline that makes you want to do those types of things.
Hmm.
So it it start off with words in anything that we say. So if we start speaking positive, the spells that we are casting in the universe will come back to us more positive in other people. But right now, that's not happening.
Okay. Well, let me challenge you then. Let me challenge you. Let me challenge um Jarrell. Let me challenge Getty Blue, EXO Music, my friend Keith Wallace, Azo Capone, Diamore, Carolina. Let me challenge you guys to come together because we all work together in some capacity. Let me
Yeah,
challenge you guys to come together and get on the record, much like um, um, Michael Jackson and Elton John, and the We Are the World, Whitney Houston, something along that lines to begin the process, right, of
yeah,
pushing a motivational, inspirational tone, right? Everything about it, from the beat to the context, the theme, everything is about a positive structure and moving the world in a positive direction. Can I
Right.
challenge you guys for that, for something like that, in terms of creating, at least having the inspiration to sit down and at least talk about it, because it's not something that just happens overnight, right?
Right.
It doesn't happen overnight. To build a song or structure something along those lines and make it impactful, it takes
Mm-hmm.
it takes people coming together and saying this is the direction we're trying to go. How do we come across that and get that done?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Angel Williams is saying challenge me. Yes. So I'm challenging you.
Of
I'm
course.
asking
Of course.
can we pull that together? Can we do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
We definitely can. That ain't nothing
Hmm.
but to grab a beat. It's
Hmm.
best to always grab hands and make a session, I think. And invite people to like a live mixer session. That's how you make the most. And then you make sure that you have like recorders and engineers on site. That is
Hmm.
where you can make the most music in one night.
Hmm.
Do you understand? And
Hmm.
if we thought of it, it also, whatever paperwork on the back end, but when if you have that and have that capability, I think that's where you can basically be inspired and then have these messages and then start a community because of that experience that have.
Hmm. Okay, so based on what you just said, and I can't take credit for this, and I never take credit for things that I don't come up with, but the suggestion was made by Trulia Monroe, one of the artists under the umbrella, for us to have a creative house,
Hmm.
book a weekend or whatever the case may be, and have
Man,
everybody come in, have all the artists come in, have the
yeah,
camera set up, what I'm saying, everything's in working order,
everything.
to where as you begin to create, you inspire, you talk, you collaborate, you go out to eat, you have meals, you sit
Hmm.
there and you come back to the
Burn
house and you work, you get to work, you
all the
come
way.
up with, a project or projects, all the while still getting behind the scenes footage and content, that you can build upon, but showing that whole creative process, right?
Hmm.
What do you think about something like that, Terry?
Yes, I feel like that's gonna be the inspiration that it's gonna have like a personal. That's how you get people mind more. And then any phone call or relationship that you try to build when it's one on one, and they have that one on one time, it's just a 3 day weekend. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Hmm.
Or however it go, and then it could be like a little cabin trip. It's so much that can be done in a car.
Right.
You
So
just have to be
you've done this before. You House of
there. I did
Cherries
with the house of
is
cherry. That's
that's
what the
right.
house of
That's
cherry is
right.
about. Yeah.
So give me the breakdown in terms of how the house operates when it comes to entertainment and pulling together and coordinating music like this. Now we're not doing like the bad is, no, no, no. These
Mm-mm.
are creatives coming into a space to
Mm-hmm.
create, to make music, to express themselves and bring that art out, bring that artistry out. Talk to me.
Correct. Correct. And now I want to implement it with dancers and not just artists and singers because I have this big thrill of what catch people attention is a show.
Hmm.
And see, people want to do it, but they can't do as much when they want to be funded. So they're willing to do certain things that they wouldn't do against their boundaries. You know what I'm saying? To be
Hmm.
funded. You know what I'm saying? Now that's understandable. Everybody want to be paid. But what I'm trying to say is if you are a community and you guys depend on each other, everything can be accomplished. What I was
Right.
saying, you know
Right.
what I'm saying, like, and it didn't take money. It just took a audience, as in the world. You go to
Hmm.
different places in my mindset. You go to different places and you use your world and your community as your stage, as your performance. Because what people gonna
Hmm.
do first is pull out their phones. And
Right.
if you got a show going on and people dancing and it sound like good music, people gonna pull out their phones and record it on their social medias. So that's
Hmm.
free promo. And also, um, I feel like everything that everything that we're looking for to inspire, we don't have to chase because we are it. And everybody gonna want to do and be like us because it didn't
Hmm.
take a dime. And I wanted to make sure that message was across all of the like the artists. You know what I'm saying? But it takes just more than artists that I know that. But dealing with people personalities, and that's a whole nother subject because people, like I said, people raised in their own type of way, so it's always like a little drama somewhere, and I can't deal
Mhm.
with that because I don't want it to be based off that, but it always come with it. So you got to do the good and the bad, and I had to, as a producer, learn that in a hard way. You can't be on the show and in the show is too much, you know. So
Mhm.
um
Well,
when I
think about it like this then.
what
Instead of being in a house, we
hmm
have a location here in Mississippi, our
right.
studio location. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? We could set the rooms up how we need to set them up, you know what I'm saying, for
Right.
productivity.
hmm
Shaw was just saying, we have a perfect location to do all of that here in Mississippi. You get your own housing accommodations, whatever the case may be, for the time that we're here,
hmm
hotel accommodation, meet up at the spot to create, to do, to record, or have locations where we go to, whether it be a studio, a recording studio, whether it be a filming location, have different locations, being at the studio here in my town,
hmm
and doing different things. Like you say, hell, everybody going out to eat could be a part of the whole ensemble of what it is that you put into the production and the think process. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going out and enjoying a meal, so to speak. So I'm just trying to see how we create that atmosphere in that room for making something like that happen.
I feel like all you have to start off with a date. You have to let
A
the
date?
people know, yep, hey, this is what's gonna happen, blah blah blah. I'm having this, and you real Ford ass nigga. We all know you big G for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this is the date, choose the date, get the producers set up. The we need to do a blackout. That's what I say, like a 4 hour blackout.
Yeah.
And or a day blackout. It depends on how many people it is. And you have a day for just studio. This only that. I ain't no fun in this, but
Mm-hmm.
it's fun because we're with each other. It's a
Right.
day that we get to know each other, hang out, play little games, kind of try to know each other on a personal level. And
Mm-hmm.
then the last day is more for business, like a criteria for and through all that we can be shooting content. You have a what I call it a confession room where people,
Mm-hmm.
saying their real lifetime moments and how they feeling. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
And then we inspire from there. And it does, however we pitched in or however, what I'm saying, we had it set up because a lot of people tend to turn things down because they don't have the funds and they
Right.
are not willing to say. So
Mm-hmm.
what I did was mostly like put everybody in the Airbnb and made it happen from there. And we ain't all rich, but bring a little money for you to eat, bring a little money for you to maintain yourself just as any grown person. You feel me?
Right.
And when I made that happen, I was looking around like, man, this shit could be a show. This shit could be a show. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. So, and I feel like we can apply that to what we got going. You feel me? So,
Right.
I feel like that's something, just a date. That's it. That's all it takes. A date,
Mhm.
a location, and everything else fall in place. I promise you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna think on it. I'm
Yeah.
still I'm still beating it up in my head in terms of the where
Mhm.
centralized location for everybody to be able to
Yeah.
meet up in with things to do. See, Mississippi, you don't have many things to do, right?
Mhm. Uh huh.
Um, and the recording studios are in different locations, right?
Mhm.
Whereas if we did it in DFW, if we did it in Houston, or if we did it in Louisiana, you know,
Mhm.
it's just a matter of connecting the dots, and everything is right up the street from you. You know what I'm saying? Get hit Houston. We got Platinum Pat Studios
Mhm.
um, in Houston, right there in DFW. You got BCE
Mhm.
Label. You know what I mean? And a
Mhm.
couple other folks that, of course, that out in the area.
Mhm.
So it's just different here in Mississippi because everything's so far apart. You
Mhm.
know, we can make it work anywhere we go.
Mhm.
That's trust and believe. But I'm just looking at, okay, how do we make it work and everyone can make it a win. Shaw said they
Yep.
got access in their area too.
And
Uh,
I think what makes it profitable is because everything is content. And
correct, correct.
and
So everybody can utilize, yeah, and
man,
win
but
off of.
but
Yeah,
the whole reasoning of it is not only just making a community, but you're gonna start you like just introducing people can start a whole different relationship to a whole nother world.
right.
So, and that's what's inspiring about it because that's how you grow when you create your own community. And then the support from each other because we all know each other. We all then, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? It starts to
Yeah,
show up with people like now they got something to do. People really don't have friends, but when they create friends like that, they
yeah,
start to show up for each other.
right.
So it creates a bigger crowd because they're gonna bring 5 to 3 to 4, and it's so many people. That's
Hmm.
how you create. So yeah, I
Hmm.
think it's a lot that we can do.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, you ready for your
Word of the day.
word of the day?
Yeah,
I ain't ready for it because you ain't on the damn screen. Shit.
I know you ain't. I know it.
I'm steady be goddamn on aggravated about that. I want to poll. I want to poll. How many people that's on this live listening and seeing what's going on today? How many of y'all really believe that Terry? I want y'all to put it in the comments with either
I broke my
the
phone, y'all.
BS. Y'all can do
She
it with
don't
an
believe me, but
emoji
I did.
that her phone is broken. I need some proof. You know what I'm saying? I need some evidentiary proof. You know what I mean? That this is broke. How many of y'all really believe her phone is broken, or she just don't have her hair done? Because she didn't pull this bush. She didn't done this before to us, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Scheduled to come on
That
with
was a
us and
different
chop it up.
experience,
And today
though.
was a great conversation too. I mean, man,
Man, you already know. I
you
come
were
with
supposed to
you,
be
man.
on screen with us today, Terry. Hmm?
Man, it's gonna be a beautiful. Wait till we had this. Wait till the. Hold on. Wait a minute, Big G, because they don't know
Yeah.
how your mind thinks. You
Okay.
is like a computer, right? And then any creation you make happen for some reason. I don't give a damn what it is.
Hmm.
But they don't understand what's finna happen.
Right.
Because we not already manifested and seen this in this moment.
Right. I agree.
So you all gonna see my face so much because he gonna have so much content. It's gonna be a dang shame. See, I just see I didn't cuss. I said dang this time. That's
Yeah, I
making
heard you. I heard you. I heard you. And Jonathan
yeah.
Shaw said it's definitely the hair. You ain't got your hair done. That's why you ain't on screen. Yeah.
Jonathan, he wanna be he just love me so much and he just wanna be you remember like in school when y'all in second grade and he
Yeah.
always being mean because he in
Uh
love.
huh.
Just say
Uh huh.
that. All you have to say is just say you in love with
Man.
a real G. You feel me?
Oh, man. Ain't that something? Everybody and that's not just Terry Cherry, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody that's listening, look at. See, I'm in the screen. Wait, which camera am I on? Am I at the right? Look here. Every woman on the planet thinks that every man wants them. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen.
And
That's
so
just
do
what it is. I don't give it. If you don't, something wrong with you. But
I
every
am
woman
a motherfucker.
on the
I'm fine
planet,
as hell.
huh?
Hell yeah. I definitely think that. Every nigga want me. I
Tell you
just be
something.
having to keep them, kick them off. I be like, no. I be having it's like hounds trying to get in the house. I ain't lying. Paparazzi.
Okay. So, Terry, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Although we don't have Terry Cherry in the flesh on this
Mm-hmm.
on the virtual screen, we do have her lovely voice and her slick promotion of Big Power Redemption.
Big
Make
pie.
sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all tap in. Um, Terry Cherry with the word of the day.
Lines 10, 5, 6, and I'm changing it. Got these niggas on my neck tryna get at me. Think you play a bitch, I'm pimping on a daily. I play the game on how I go just like it night night. Pull where you at, pull where you at, pull where you at, pull where you at.
Hey y'all, say y'all already know what it is. It's the big cherry, and I got a word for you today. Now, think about it. It's called live. Okay? If you had one chance, one chance to change something within your life, and you still have a breath today, how would you do that? When would you do that? Ask yourself these questions and live for today. Don't. We all going through it, honey. Bills due, kids crying, babysitters ain't coming through, your car broke down, gas ain't here, but it's your faith that keeps you going every day. As long as you got a breath, you better live, honey. So I don't care about it being your last $10, honey. If you want to pull up and get you a chicken nugget on the value menu, you better do it. Don't worry about them bills; they're always gonna be there. And if you keep with the mindset, you can't change it. So what I want you to do is live. That's the word for today. See ya.
Yes, indeed.
Line 10, 5, 6, and I'm changing it. Got these niggas on my neck tryna get at me. Think you play a bitch, I'm pimping on a daily. I play the game on high, go just like it might. Pull where you at, pull where you at, pull where you at, pull where you at.
Cherry.
Yes, sir.
Angel Williams says she ain't going for that shit.
Angel.
Angel Williams says she ain't going for that shit. She said Jay Shaw taking. She ain't going for that shit.
Listen, I was trying, and it just cracked. But it's gonna be fixed.
No, she ain't worried about your damn screen. She talking about her old man taking, goddamn. She said Jonathan Shaw is taking. I'm being petty and messy right now. That's all.
Jonathan Shaw is taking.
Yeah,
well,
that's right.
Baby, you should be confident, not even to comment.
Oh yeah, she own it now. Tell
her if she's confident within her man, he taking. She already should know that he ain't gonna be doing nothing.
He ain't going nowhere. Jay Shaw ain't gonna know that well. They'd have been through the mud. They'd have been through the smug. They'd have been through it all.
Baby, go ahead.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know they some of your biggest supporters.
Thank
Terry.
you. I know I love them. You know I love them.
Yes, indeed. But I'm back to where I'm at before we get off of here. Come back with that screen broken if you want to. You ain't getting on here with me. I don't want to hear all that.
It's gonna be fixed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now if I get on this thing, because I don't be on the internet like people think. I just be on there doing hours of operation. If I get on this thing and I see any videos with you, I promise you, it's gonna be some smoke in the city, Terry. I'm telling you.
Look.
What?
It ain't, because I told you.
What? I don't want to see you now. Yeah, it's broke. Let it be broke. Let it be broke till it ain't. Yes, indeed. Hey, y'all already know with me, man. It's always about health, wealth, wellness. Y'all stay dangerous out there.